My intercept is -5, so it's not this one or this one. And my slope is a +2, so it's here. I'll start with an intercept of -8, that rules out B and D. And pay close attention to the scale here because the slope involves going up 6 and right 4. So rise over run is 6 over 4 or 3 over 2. From this equation, my intercept has to be 2. So this one is ruled out, so is this one. And then my slope is a +3. This is the only one left with a positive slope. So Frank Duryeah won a race. He drove at a constant rate, and this was the equation. So the ones that start off not at 0 are wrong. And then we want to end at 1050, which is this one, because it's a constant rate. After 10 hours, drove these 52 miles. When they say cost for each additional, that's a keyword for slope. So they're looking for the slope of this line. If I just look at the first 2 points, 0, 3, and 1, 5, 5 minus 3 over 1 minus 0, the slope is 2, so $2. I'm going to start with my equation. I have an intercept of 3, so which ones can I rule out? Just B. And I have a slope of +2, so I can rule out my negative slope right away. And this one goes up 1 over 2, so it has a slope of 1/2, and this has a slope of 2. So we see Jeremy and Ian with different initial deposits, and then different savings rates week by week. And we want to know how much more did Ian deposit each week than Jeremy. So let's compare the two slopes. That's what they're asking. So Jeremy, I see 2 points, 0, 300, and 1, probably 350. And for Ian, 0, 100, and 1, 200. So one up by 50, one up by 100. $50 difference per week. For 9, I'm going to start with the y-intercept. I know that when x is equal to 0, y is equal to -4. And even though these aren't written in slope-intercept form, I can get rid of all these effectively by plugging in a 0. And which ones will be true if I plug in the -4 for y? This one will not. Nope, nope, only C. So they show line M, and they're asking about line P, which is perpendicular to this line. So I start with the slope of line M, so I'm going down 2 over 1. So my slope is -2, and I could put -2 over 1. And remember, I take the opposite reciprocal. So I flip it, and I take the negative value, and it's going to be 1/2. So this is the only one that has a slope of 1/2. That's all I need to know. So we're looking for the graph of function s, which means my intercept is 1280. This one does not fit. And my slope is positive, so it's a +30. This one has a negative slope. This one flatlines, so it's probably A. So we spend n minutes processing ID card applications and driver's license applications, and we're spending 15 minutes on each ID card and 20 minutes on each driver's license. So if we spent 0 on driver's license, follow that over, that means it was 36 ID cards. So 36 times 15 minutes. Or we could do the same thing. If it was 0 here, we follow it up and it's 27 times 20 minutes. Either way you do this, you end up with 540 minutes.